What's going on, everyone? It's Simp. Welcome back to the channel. Here's my video for all the rumor and Miss Marvel news, talking a lot about her origin, the fundamental changes to the character, and the big one, how her powers work and act compared to her comic counterpart. So if you like Marvel, the MCU, comics, and everything in between, subscribe to the channel. Other than that, let's get into the video. Let's go. So I'm going to start this off by saying a lot of this stuff has been recently rumored, but take it more as a fact rather than a rumor. Now, by no means am I an insider, but I have seen a lot of this information circling around for a while now, and if the current reshoots don't structurally change things, then a lot of these rumors are what you will see. To what extent is still left to be seen, but let's break it all down. So Miss Marvel has been delayed even further than it was supposed to. Last year at Disney's Investor Day, Marvel shared a sizzle reel of the show, and it was projected to come out before Hawkeye within September or October. Well, fast forward to What If's release, and we started hearing about some rumors which were then confirmed. Miss Marvel would be moving to January or February of 2022, and Hawkeye then snagged the November 24th date, but now it seems like we should be a bit worrisome about the series overall. The actor who plays Kamala's father in the show teased it would be June or July of 2022, and now officially, thanks to Disney's clarification during their investor call, it is now expected to release in the fiscal quarter 4 of 2022, which places it sometime between July and the end of September. There was also supposed issues with showrunners and some potential creative differences and other minor stuff. Now, I don't look too all into that stuff, and neither really should any of us unless it's apparent when the show releases. So that's all the release date news as of now, but this is where it gets interesting. If you haven't been paying close attention, Miss Marvel's origin is going to change drastically. And when I say drastically, it will definitely make fans of the character in comics very annoyed. In the comics, she's an Inhuman, has polymorph and embiggening powers. But in the MCU, that's all changing, and it seems like that's partly because they brought her in too early, in my honest opinion. Carol needed to be fleshed out more, and Terrigen needed to be introduced if they wanted to go the Inhuman route. But that's the biggest thing, Miss Marvel will not be an Inhuman in the MCU, at least for now. The MCU originally wanted to introduce Inhumans back before Infinity War and Endgame were coming out, and eventually it was scrapped. All in any news related to the production has been spoken in a negative manner, some of it even including that it left a bad taste in Kevin Feige's mouth. In fact, Marvel couldn't even shoot part of the Eternals movie in Hawaii because of the behind-the-scenes issues that happened with the Inhumans production. It's also why shows like Daredevil are truly considered canon to the MCU, while Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is always left out in space. The MCU does not want Inhumans currently, and if they do, it'll be much different than things that we've seen in the past. So with Kamala not being an Inhuman in the MCU, where does that leave us? And it does look like she'll be getting her powers from the trope of finding it within her. In the MCU, she'll be known as what is called a Djinn, and related to the Clandestines, which is a very obscure and not well-known group of characters in Marvel Comics. The Clandestines are essentially a secret family of superhumans and are the descendants of Adam and Lilith, who are Djinns. Now, Djinns are based off the mythical Djinn from Islamic mythology. They are supernatural creatures and, in short, versions of what people would call a Genie. So rather her DNA physical body changed due to Terrigen and being an Inhuman, the MCU took a rather magical and mythical approach to the character. As someone who enjoys the magic side of the MCU, I'm not mad about this, but then again, I'm also not attached to this character, and some might see it as offensive. So without the Inhumans, the new origin stems from her ancestral tree, which we just spoke about. The power was passed down her family bloodline and is represented and awoken through the bangle or bracelet that she wears in her forearm. If you notice in the first look footage we received, she was creating constructs as she leaps around the building here, stemming from that magic or genie-like power. So to sum it up, her power is the ability to create energy-based magical constructs, and these constructs will look like her hand embiggening, but it has an energy detail design to it. She will also be able to form a dagger and shield out of it too, along with other objects. Now supposedly she will be able to embiggen and polymorph her whole body, bigger like she's known for, but that's still unknown and unconfirmed to at least me. A lot of people have compared this look to DC's Green Lantern, so take that as you will. I truly do not think this was to make her different from Mr. Fantastic. We have a Spider-Verse movie, we have 2 variations of Doctor Strange now, technically 3. We have Monica and Carol possessing similar energies, there are 50 people with super strength. So this creative change was likely due to the fact that Inhumans are not in the MCU now, and most likely will never come, or at least not in the near future. It's possible they add the Inhuman side to her character later down the line, but this also for now puts her on the same playing field as Monica and Carol, as they will be teaming up in the Marvels, and now all 3 of them will have that energy-based power. When there's more info in a trailer out, I'll cover this more, but this is what you can expect from Miss Marvel's MCU origin as of right now. Let me know your thoughts about these new changes to Miss Marvel in the comments below, and any theories you have regarding the show in general. Do you like them, do you not care, or are you indifferent? Follow me on Twitter at AnotherMarvelG for all daily news and updates. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for all MCU movies, Disney Plus show coverage, and more. And other than that, I just want to say thank you. I'm another Marvel guy, and I'll catch y'all on a blip.